Okay. So I just read the story today on Facebook. I have no idea if it's true or not. The post is from Dirty Sheet Radio. It says Chaotic Wrestling New England in parentheses announced today that the Women's Championship will now be called the Pan Optic Championship. The championship will be genderless and non binary without exclusion. What the F is this company thinking? Now, if you want to have like a mixed title, then go for it. So if you want to say we got the women's division, we got the men's division, and we got this division, that's cool. That's perfectly fine. My problem is you're saying you're getting rid of the women's title? Is this supposed to be good for women? Is this like your I'm stunned by this. That sentence right there. So again, I looked at this company. I'm not really seeing much about it. Like, is your women's division that bad? Are there like two women and you're thinking, hey, we got nothing going on with this division. Hey, you know what we could do? Let's add some guys to it to make this title actually, worth it. And when I saw this on Facebook, some guy messaged me back saying that, yeah, apparently the men's title, the number one contender is a woman. Like, why? Why are you doing this? I remember, back in the 90s, there was this woman, China, and I wonder if a lot of WWE fans know who she is, though. But back in the day, she was kicking men's asses. And she was doing it legitimately. It wasn't like, a pathetic super kick and the guy sells it and, looks like it's the biggest kick in the all time, though. China was huge. China was jacked. China was picking up people in the gorilla press, like 200-pound people with no problem at all. She was fighting guys like Hardcore Holly, and anyone who knows WWF wrestling knows Hardcore Holly will brawl with anybody, and he takes no prisoners whatsoever. He hits people for real, and he brawled it out with China. Okay, she had some great matches against Eddie Guerrero. She had some great matches with Triple H, with the members of DX, Badass Billy Gunn. Just she fought everybody because she could compete with them and she could sell, she could take a hit. She is everything that you want in a woman's wrestler that the women of wrestling of today stand no chance of achieving. They're nowhere close to what China was back then. So since her, departure from wrestling, the only time I've ever seen a legitimate woman beat men in the ring was when Tessa Blanchard beats what was it, Brian Cage, and she had some matches with Sammy Callahan in Impact Wrestling. It wasn't as believable as China, but Tessa could fight. Tessa's a really fantastic wrestler. I have her as a top free agent. I think she's going to go to AEW very soon. But for a company right there that has a women's division, a men's division, and says, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be, positive with, what's going on today. LGBTQ positive, and we're gonna get rid of the women's division. I mean, I guess from like a company standpoint, this is probably the best thing they could have ever done because I've never heard of this company. This just sounds like one of those, high school gym companies that you might see a wrestler every now and then where like, a Buff Bagwell will show up if he needs, gas money for something like that. You're not really seeing top guys there. I know, you see highlight reels of like Seth Rollins when he was younger and he was wrestling in high school gyms and stuff like that. There were there's a chance, but for the most part, from what I've looked at, from what I've seen in this company, you're not seeing guys like that. So I don't know what their end game is. I think possibly it's just we're gonna make a statement somehow, and this is how we're gonna do it. Not with our wrestling, but I guess with our in the news popularity. So people are probably googling them right now, finding out who the hell this company is. But again, if you want to have this title, that's a great idea. Because if you want to be up with the times and think, okay, this is what we got to do to maybe stand out, fine, do your thing. But to get rid of the women's division is absolutely pathetic. Because right now you're saying that you don't care about your women's division. You don't care about women's wrestling at all. And the two options are either they have such a bad and pathetic and abysmal women's division, or they're just really stupid. And I'm willing to say that they are just really stupid at this point. So let me know what you think about this company that I've just heard of for the first time. Again, it's called Chaotic Wrestling. So, there's 1,000 puns that are going to come out of this. So let me know what you guys think, though. Do you think that maybe they should just, if you want to do this, I had this, I was walking and talking with my wife about this because I wanted to get a woman's point of view of it. And she said, okay, just get rid of the men's division too. Just have it where it's all intersex matches. And that's a better idea. Just have, your heavyweight championship, your mid card, your intercontinental, your North American title, and then, like some throwaway cruiserweight something title and a tag division, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. If you have no roster whatsoever and you want to make a statement, boom, just do that. But right now you're making a statement in the wrong direction. You just look like an idiotic company. And hell, I hope they get what they deserve from the online people I've seen so far with this, because this is ridiculous. I imagine they're gonna probably reverse this decision, and it's gonna be even more disastrous than this one. So again, let me know what you guys think about this, and most importantly, let me know if you've even heard of this company.
As Byron mentioned, innovation certainly is a key in a match like this. A competitor can't be adverse to taking action outside the ring. By no means is this your traditional contest.
No, it's not, Cole, but at the same time, you still win this match the old-fashioned way, by pinfall or submission.
This is exactly how he drew this one up.
Nailed it. Slam down hard. In matches like this, guys, you learn very quickly which superstars have what it takes to truly get extreme.
Ooh! Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Boom, what impact!
Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Beautiful technique.
Regarding Corey's point about superstars having what it takes to get extreme,
Brace for impact. Here it comes. The big with an F5. Bang!
that's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
But now, Brock Lesnar gets the win in an impressive fashion.
We've got some time to take another look at some of the highlights from that one. Remember this? Check this out.
He's going to want to make sure he saves every minute of this match for his personal highlight reel because he was on fire in this.
What's going on here?
Business is about to pick up. The great ones always explode when they have the chance.
He wants it one more time. Just when you thought he had nothing left.
Just as devastating the second time around.
Could be tap out time. Kimura lock is in. That has got to be it. Bodies are not supposed to bend that way.